Browns getting ready to host the Buffalo Bills. Bills 6-2 on the year. Offense not great. Their defense has been pretty good, and they've beaten some of the worst teams in the NFL. Browns obviously trying to avoid that, as the Bills are where the Browns want to be. They're right in the middle of the playoff hunt in the AFC with that 6-2 record. Even though they've seen that the Browns have struggled and really aren't playing that well, quite frankly, Bills head coach Sean McDermott realizes the Browns are better than their record indicates.
They're a good football team, and we've got a lot of work to do on our end, obviously, to get ourselves ready to go.
Sean, the move to pick up Corey Legit, is that a run defense move specifically to help him run?
Yeah, I mean, both really. He's had a lot of success in this league, veteran guy with a lot of experience, and we'll see how he does today, and we'll take it one day at a time.
Do you think that how much of a consideration is snap counts, load management, if you will, on the D-line between adding another guy?
In terms of just overall, you mean, or with respect to Corey?
I mean, are you kind of partly looking at how much snap counts, and like keeping guys fresher, or what is the need for another defensive tackle?
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot in here about being strong up front. So that's really, you can never have enough capable defensive linemen, really.
This is twice in 3 years you've had a 3-game stretch of pretty bad run defense. Do you wonder how that happens as a defensive mind that you are?
No, not necessarily. I mean, the longer you're around it, the more it comes down or comes back to 2 to 3 things every time that I've been around it, Jerry. So at the end of the day, it's usually something about gap integrity, fundamentals, technique.
It looked like you fixed the second half run defense last week by jamming the box up at one point. Against a team that has more weapons, though, is that a risk? You can't really depend on that to stop a run game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what makes this team so good that we're going to face Sunday, is they have so many weapons. You commit to stopping the run. They beat you in the passing game, and you commit to stopping the pass. They've got 24 now, and now Hunt back. So, it's like I said before. It's been well documented the ability of their players.
I know you've been saying gap integrity and technique over the last couple of weeks, but I mean, I go back to the question of whether Harrison Phillips' loss and departure has really created a hole there, because it seems that you say this team says it's fixed its issues on run defense, but keeps having to make moves to address issues on run defense. I guess.
Your question.
Do you feel you've fixed it?
Well, we'll see. I mean, things don't just go away in this league. I mean, you've got to get it right, and it's a week-to-week deal. So whether it's run defense or other challenges we've got to continue to work on them. I said that since the minute the game was over, and I'm going to continue to say that. It's a part of our growth, and just my experience with being around it. When just the minute you think you have something fixed, it's not fixed. So it's an ongoing effort.
Sean, we hear the words gap integrity from you all the time in the locker room. Can you explain to me what gap integrity is, what it looks like when it's right?
Yeah, it's really everyone accountable for their gap, in their gap, A, B, C gap, however you want to number them, 1, 2, 3. You've got the A gap, I've got the B gap, he's got the C gap, and we stay in our gap. So that's really what it comes down to.
Coach, I know Cody was up last week, got some special team snaps. Are you encouraged that he'll be able to give you more this week coming off?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he looks today. I thought it was good last week that he didn't have to go in there for any extended period of time to give him another week. So we'll see today how he looks.
Coach, I know you had some success with Steve Wilkes working underneath you in Carolina. Can you just kind of talk about what you saw from him as a coach coming up, and now obviously he's a DC in Cleveland?
Yeah, real good coach, real good man. Al Holcomb, who's their linebackers coach, we all work together in Carolina. They're good men and good football coaches. So I have a lot of respect for those guys, and and wish him nothing but the best. I know that, just watching Steve's career, becoming a head coach was great to see, and I know that didn't work out necessarily, but it doesn't take away the fact that he's a damn good coach.
It's hard to pinpoint one guy, but I think he leads the league in sacks. He's relentless, big body. He can do some freakish things. So he's no joke out there, and he's proved himself for the last couple of years, and he's a tough task for any team, let alone ours. And we're gonna try to put together a game plan and try to go out there and execute the best we can, and try not to let him become the distraction that he is just on the field, because when he gets things going, he's a problem to be dealt with.
What do you pinpoint the problems for short yardage next week?
Just a little execution, small minor details that we got to start paying attention to, and it's something that we're working on, and we're going to continue to try to clean that up. And obviously we won't know until we clean it up until we get to game time, but I don't think it's a problem. We'll go on from there.
Best red zone touchdown percentage in the league right now for you guys. What's working there? How do you keep that going?
We just got guys that do our job. We put a huge emphasis on red zone, each week. We understand that's where offenses got to make their money and got to make their hay. And when you're able to put the ball in the end zone when you get down there, it's a good thing, obviously. And we've been down there quite a bit now and been able to get it in. And, we don't expect that success just to stay the way it's been unless we continue to work on it. So it's been a good thing that we have going right now. And Coach Dable's put together a really good game plan down there, and our guys have been able to execute.
Josh, the talent they have all over that line, was your record 36 surprise you?
Absolutely. They're a team, like you said, it's got a lot of talent. It's guys that play really hard, and I don't really think their record dictates who they are as a team. I think they're a very talented team. They're a really good team, and when they get things and put together in the right way, they're going to be. I'm sure their record's going to start turning around here, but we got to go out there, we got to execute. Each week we're trying to take it the same way, try to go 1-0.
Speaking of records, you guys are 6-2. Micah made it a point to say he's not apologizing for how you guys got to 6-2. Is that kind of the feeling throughout the whole locker room?
Yeah, listen, we know what we are as far as record goes. We know we haven't played as well as we can, but to his point, it's a complete 180 from last year. And night and day, and the expectations that we have for ourselves are so much higher than anybody else, any media, any of you guys. Our expectations, our standards are put forth so high. That being 6-2, yeah, it's great, but no, I don't think any 6-2 team has been in playoffs just by being 6-2. So we got to continue to work hard and continue to find ways to win football games, and it comes down to really how we practice, how we prepare for a game, and then how we go and execute.